Yeah, so that clip actually stops at 5 seconds.
I don't know why.
Hello, regardless.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's so jumpy as well, though.
No. Maybe it's because it's still technically your computer running it.
Wasn't jumpy for me.
Well, maybe it wasn't jumpy at all for you.
No.
I'll go over the clips after the show modders, and I'll send you
Okay.
the clips.
Okay.
Well, hey, at least we got something.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah. New build day.
Hey.
Yeah. Ooh, helps if I have the light on, so you can see. Not that you want to see my ugly mug, but yeah. Yes, new build day. So, John, what are we building?
It's this thing. This is the MiniArt 1/35 scale B Type London Omnibus from 1919 by the LGOC, or the London General Omnibus Company.
Yes.
And with it is a supplementary package of omnibus crew and passengers. So 6 people there. We'll go on various seats on that thing, and like a MiniArt kit, it promises to be very detailed, lots of small parts, unnecessarily complicated, but beautifully fitting. So I'm looking forward to this.
Speaking of which, we worked out, and it's 388 parts and 81 steps.
And what did you say? The fire extinguisher was made out of like 4 different parts?
Yeah.
That tracks.
And if you work it out, in order to complete this in 20 episodes, we're going to have to do at least 4 stages every episode.
We'll see how we go. We did notice the other day that when we're putting the engine together today, we need to put leads on it. But not only that, we need to crimp electrical connectors at the end of each lead to go onto the spark plugs, which is like craziness. But that's what we're doing.
Yeah. So this is going to be fun.
It'll be fun. And it'll look good. I think they would look pretty cool. So I'll just change the camera and show you really the outline of it. USB camera.
Whilst you do that, I've just got to go and check something.
Sure.
My darling wife just pointed out on the thermostat something's
flashing. Very good. So a couple of different schemes. They're all pretty much the same red with lots of... they all have the same sort of Cricklewood and Victoria Station number 16 stuff, but the advertising slogans and all that sort of change throughout the build. Because not only do you get a fair couple of decals that go with it, all those ones, the signposts and everything, but you actually cut up the instruction sheet and stick on whatever advertising you would like, in what order you'd like and stuff. You don't have to follow theirs because they're all probably made up anyway. But that's pretty cool. You've got different ideas and what to go where and all that sort of stuff like that. I think it'll look pretty good. So I'm going to do and it's not one of these per se. I'm going to do a mix of it. I think I'm going to have Maples on one side because there used to be a store in Australia called Maples, and Coral Wines because
you like wine.
I like wine. I like Australia. So as you say, lots of steps. 81 steps.
I've had some stashquisitions yesterday.
Stashquisitions?
Yes. Because I went to Hobbycraft. Hobbycraft. I got... Are you ready, John?
If I can hit the right button. Oh my good.
£14. Nice. That should be fun.
Yeah.
And.
Oh. We were talking about that yesterday.
We were.
He actually messaged me to ask me if it was the right kit.
Yes. I'm looking forward to that. That has the same wingspan as that.
Yeah.
In fact, that's got a wider wingspan. 3 centimeters wider, that one.
That one.
That should be fun.
Yeah. Okay. So that'll be a thing we do.
Yes. Oh, and you know that Grant kit that I've got?
Yes.
Worked out before the stream. It's the MiniArt one that I've got.
The MiniArt one. Good, because that's the one I'm looking at.
Good.
Yeah.
So
You
now
two
what we've
don't
got to do
like
is
yourselves.
Why do it in 40 parts when you can do it in 400 at double the price? That'd be
all
great.
we've got to do
No,
now is
I
persuade
do like
Mr.
MiniArt.
Morris.
They're really good builds. They go together very, very well.
Yeah. All we've got to do now is persuade Mr. Morris to actually be brave enough to go for a MiniArt kit.
Well, I've done a couple of them that don't have that many parts, like their Triebflügel, which is their sort of like spinny rotor thing. It's very few parts in that, really.
Yeah.
And a couple other ones. I think it'll be like this one, that you wouldn't be able to build it, I think, if it wasn't for the availability of Tamiya Extra Thin, sort of burning the parts together, being a hot sort of glue. If you use, I think, contactor or, truth be told, the old squeezy tubes from the 70s, 80s, you'd have no hope of getting these things to stay long enough to take shape. But I think this will be, it promises to be a good build.
Rather unsurprisingly, not all the parts for the engine are on the same sprues.
And
there's like 14 sprues.
All right. Well, I'm going to launch into it. Oh, do you want me to help read the comments, or it's up to you guys?
Modders is going to do them, and I'll read them.
Okay.
I might as well read them. Gary says, hello. We are of vous. MSG for Mr. Morris, Grace Park, her husband, my daughter, Daher, all saw the BBC show and fell about laughing. Grace said, thank you for your kind comments. You're welcome, Grace.
Lovely.
I like that name, Grace. I've got a cousin called Grace. She is a forensic pathologist.
Ooh.
She's only young as well. She's not long finished uni. Bob says, well, that was annoying. Medic appointment cancelled 20 minutes before it started. I suppose even doctors get ill, but a bit short notice. Yes. And he said, at least I get to see the whole stream. That's always a bonus, mate.
That's a bonus.
Well, it's a bonus for us anyway. Ooh. There we go. I can see the screen better now. Bob says, oh, and good morrow, everyone. Hello, Bob. Dieter says, good morning. Have a great stream, mates. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers, buddy.
Oh, Dietz, can you let us know when that parcel will be arriving so that I can plan future builds, please, buddy? If you've got any clue so far. Bob says, might have slightly muted stream appreciation. In celebration of not being poked and prodded, I opened a pack of Jaffa cakes, 2 dozen gone. So you're now in a diabetic coma, right? That works out at less than a minute each. Right, just going to unwrap this 2 seconds.
Sure. I'm going to label the sprues more clearly. So just a bit of masking tape and texture. You probably don't call them textures over there, do you? Permanent markers?
Sharpies.
Sharpies.
There you go. Noisy wrapper gone. GM says, hello, agreed. Bobby, my stream is very strong here. Haha. Jaffa cakes, Emma, and purple top donuts.
Oh.
Lovely. Oh my god. There's two sprues of bloody perspex. GM says, Bobby, I ate a custard-filled bagel, then I ate a more. Yum, yum, yum.
There are a lot of windows, though, Mikey.
What's going on here? What's this?
That'll be the photo etch.
Oh, it is.
They package it well.
Oh, you're not wrong. Not that you can get the epoxy thing out. Yeah. Have a look at it another time. GM says, not seeing any Tim Tams here, have seen a lot of strangely worded items similar to the way the Japanese market items in stores. Ooh. Bob says, time to see what is in storage. Cupboards, fridge, freezer. I don't care. Munchie attack.
Better the munchies than
Has Bob been at the legal highs again?
Better the munchies than the spendies.
Yes, that's true. Do you know what? I might do what John's doing and label these bloody sprues.
Yeah.
Because I cannot see where the names and numbers are.
They're there, but you have to look for it.
Yeah, shouldn't have to, but yeah. Jim says, Bobby. Sorry, go on, Modest.
First half hour of the stream is you guys just labeling sprues.
Yeah.
An important part of the process.
Mm.
The letter isn't there. How strange.
In the actual corner.
There's 4 corners, John. Gives a clue.
One of the 4.
Nope. Not unless it's written on the outside of the sprue or something.
All right, you're looking at sprue D.
Am I? How do you know? Where does it say that?
So I've got the same kit. Where does it say D? Well, I'm just comparing it to the picture on page 3. Oh, no. 2, 3, 7. Page 7. You're right. It doesn't say D.
It doesn't say it, does it?
Let me look at that sprue.
Oh, yes, it does.
Where is it?
There.
What the? Oh, yeah. Wow. Because that's useful.
Yes. That's why we're labeling it with texture
I'm
and
getting my smear tape
tape.
and I'm labeling the shit out of this. Right. Smear tape. Sharpie pen. That's not a Sharpie, that's a biro. Don't want that. Don't want that.
Other brands are available.
There's my Sharpie.
Outside.
Jem says, Bobby, a 3-pack of walnut whips from Sainsbury's. Yum.
Ooh.
I do like walnut whips.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have them with my diabetes.
HB.
I'm going to mark them across the middle, maybe. Bob says, damn the diabetes. 1 microwave jam roly-poly later serves 4, but I don't believe that.
Oh, please tell me you've got custard to go with it. You can't just have the roly-poly. You've got to have it with custard.
Damn it, now he's going to have to eat a whole tin of custard. Or a whole carton. Jem says, Bobby, roly-poly serves 1, just you. And he says, Gary, so true. Or Bob says, Gary, so true. And he says, I'm a bit of a roly-poly, so it fits. GM says, the hotel manager, some staff, and a swarm of golfers, K-pop artists, and local paparazzi are settling in the lounge room here, ready to watch you lot kick off. No pressure then.
Oh, no pressure.
Oh, dear. They're going to be very disappointed, I'm afraid. All we're doing is marking out bloody sprues today. Scott says, good day, everyone. Hello.
Hey, Scott.
Bob says, Crivens, this roly-poly is a bit more than expected. Might have to imitate a black chiropodist with a sense of humor and laugh at defeat. What? Why would you say such a thing? I don't get it. We'll have none of that. You should know better, Bob. Jem says, is that Seth F. freaking chiropodist, Bobby? What?
I'm wondering if it's in reference to something that we don't know.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking. I just wish they would put it into a frame of reference that people can get and not think, oh my god, these guys are racist when they're not.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No, chacarone. A said, no, not A. A is the number of the sprue. Right. Bob says, any that laugh, I suspect, although taking a deep breath for a good belly laugh might be problematic with some feet.
Yep.
Well,
Also, with what you just said, Mikey, A is not a number.
One is the loneliest number that you'll ever E.
Bob says, will somebody please hold the screen still? My painkillers is making it wobble. Bless you. Jim says, Bobby, my arms ain't long enough to reach you.
You could try. Not with that attitude.
Bob says, mine aren't long enough to reach socks reliably today. I am semi-socked and hurting. No. That's not funny. He's the poor man's in pain. Why are you laughing at him? You cruel and horrible bastard. Bob says, mine aren't long enough. I've just read that. Jim says, what the F with this spiel cruncher? Enough, I said. Bobby, I'm sockless as well. Things flip-flops adorn feet. I've never been a big fan of flip-flops. They're very uncomfortable. Jem says thongs adorn the feet.
Yeah, the thongs are very different things over here.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yes. Thongs are the things you wear on to keep your ass cold.
Yeah, I get it. we can translate. It's just, thongs for us are what the New Zealanders call jandals.
Ah.
We call
Bob
them
says,
flip-flops.
things or thongs. A new Antipodean slang is different from ours. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, God. What? Oh, B. There we go. Bob says, I suspect if the spell checker inventors' fun day wasn't on Monkey, it soon would be. Oh, dear.
You mean
God.
Monday?
And you wonder why I get muddled up. Right. Jem says, everybody wants a used spiel cruncher. Going free as is where is. Oh, my God.
Spiel cruncher.
They're getting worse. Bob says, time traveling delivery dudes. Delivery notified at 11:09. Info that is due soon at 11:27. Clever. Our normal postman was back today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we have Darren back today. He's good. Jem says, uh-oh, golfers Minnie G, Lee, and Liddy Co on the floor laughing. Film crew are onto what we are doing, Bobby. We've been sprung. Hee. I have no idea. Bob says, I sort of sprang when grabbing delivery. Forgot I was semi-socked with no shoes. Now got one wet sock with a foot inside and one wet foot. and I suspect the delivery man looking at you as if to go, what the hell is this lunatic doing?
What the hell?
Bob says, oh, and cutter count now at 24, 4 left from original lot and 20 more this week. Oh, cutters. For some reason I thought he said strand beasts then.
Just buy a decent pair of cutters.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a decent pair, and then I've got the pair, got a pair of M4H7, which is a decent pair as well.
Hmm.
But I've also got a backup one as well. Oh, shit, what's this?
I've got a pair of, is it Despair?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I've got a pair of those, and they're awesome.
Yeah.
Single blade cutters.
Yeah. Bob says, Mr. M, do we think we'll be bypassed by Mikey and modders again today? Quite possibly, if you carry on.
Don't worry, other people do come into it very soon.
Yes. GM says, hang on, 24 more. Nah, they're reading this now. Everybody is laughing. Laugh, laugh, laugh. GM says, it's the Bob and Gaz show with added guests, Mike, modders, and John. Oh, hey, hang on. This isn't cricket. There's a B and a BC. Have you noticed?
Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah.
C.
You've
It's
also got
BA, BC, BD, EC, EA, EB, ED. Yeah.
GB, GA.
Did they realise
Yeah.
there is more than 5 letters in the alphabet?
HB.
Well, yeah, because I had labelled some EC and then realised there wasn't one. I had to go back and put something else on it. There's 4 sprues of EA,
Gosh, truth.
1 of BD. Ugh.
Bob says, only 20 more, 4 still in box from last year. Anybody want a Strand Beast? At least 3 more due. I have now removed all watched ones from eBay to prevent accidental acquisition. He's bought more Strand Beasts.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
I feel sorry for Gary. He's got 8 of them.
He does have to get rid of them though. You
Yeah.
have to go to other people. He just needs to know who and to get addresses.
Yeah. GM says, Bobby, there are 91 people here staring in disbelief at the large screen. You have 3 more beasts coming. Gasps aloud.
Wow.
Bob says, sorry, just check Fleabay. 3 supplies, but 1 is sending 2, so 4 more beasts. Oh, Jesus.
Oh my god.
Dude, really?
It's
Right,
just
so
not
that
cricket.
must be the one with the engine parts on there. Yes, that looks like engine parts to me. Cool. Right. GM says, did it. I think he's trying to do SOS.
Yeah.
Julian says, morning all. Good morning, Julian. At last, a third person.
Both.
David the Valley says, good day all. Looks like I'll be here today. Weather crap for the paddling pool and now technical difficulties from the pump room, i.e. pumps broke. Is that because you wanted to watch the stream and shoved the spanner in the fan belt or something? Sorry, kids, no swimming pool today.
One of the play roads gone out askew on treadle.
Oh God, there's BD as well. Oh God, that sounds like an STD. Ian says, at 11:55, and there is a ton of chat. Morning, afternoon, evening to all the BBC family. Hello, Ian.
Hello,
Don't forget, Ian, to make sure you lube and subscribe.
Oh, actually, I haven't written that in chat today. I'll write it in a bit.
But no, it's not like you modders.
I know.
Bob says, I do believe I shall designate Mr. Marley, the reverser, as Underworld distributor. So that's 1 beast for him, and 1 for the better looking Marley, and 1 for Timmy, and 1 for you.
That's very generous, Bob. Thank you.
There you go.
But
yeah.
Stop it.
Stop buying strand beasts.
We've got no one else to give them to now.
Oh, he'll find people.
Oh,
He'll be giving them out on the streets as free gifts.
yeah.
Ian says, oh, happy new build day, everyone, and pre-lube too. Oh, well done. Buddy.
Oh, wow.
remember.
Double points.
Yeah.
I was going to say I did go through and like the streams yesterday after the other one.
Yeah, the problem is if you don't watch them for like 5-10 minutes, it takes the like back off it.
Oh.
Which is, and I think that's what's been happening because I've noticed it, like yesterday had 27 likes, and then by yesterday tea time it had gone down to 26, and now it's gone back up to 27.
That's weird.
I think that's what it is. ED. It's YouTube. It's a weird world. GM says, hello, Julian. Bobby needs help. Me too, I think. Hello, David. We did have a piston broke in the truck, but it fixed now. Oops.
Hey.
This one's called Ed, apparently. ED. Bob says, last chat meant for Gary Markham. Head failing here. That's fine, buddy. Gary says, no! Bob says, why are we waiting? Pick your own tune. The Muppet Show. GM says, morning all, just a quick lunchtime visit. How are we? We are well, buddy. Thank you.
Pretty good. Yeah, we're just now getting onto the messages sent after 12 o'clock.
Wow.
Yeah.
GM's putting a thumb up. Something. Duke says, good day, all you beautiful people. Why is it called an omnibus? Not for me, obviously, because it had a lot of people. Joe says, good morning, afternoon, evening to all. Go and see what this omnibus build this is all about for a bit. Not sure how long. A storm system is out in the Eastern Gulf. Might form into storm by end of the week. Ooh.
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear.
At least it'll be cool. How is that? That is a weird shaped sprue. I mean, it fits in really well with that one, you know, and they could have put parts in the middle there, you know. Made it into 1 sprue. Saved 3. Yeah, common
So I
sense.
just had to
Yeah.
count up. There's 22 sprues.
Jesus.
3 of them are clear. 1 sheet of PE and a decal sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, sorry, 22 sprues plus 3 clear, plus 1 PE,
Holy
plus 2
moly.
decals, plus instructions you cut up. So yeah, it's lots of parts.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
388 to be precise. Julian says, thought I'd missed the start and YouTube had stabbed me in the back yet again. No, you're moderator. You should know when we start. Bob says, stalled at 5 seconds again. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
We're going to look into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I'll
I
look
know.
at
It's when I hovered over it, the blue bar that loads at the bottom, like as it goes.
Yeah.
It was right at the end at 5 seconds, so as if the video had actually finished at 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Which was a bit strange.
Like I said, we'll look into it because at least we know now we've got a way of doing the intro.
Yeah. Even if it does stall at 5 seconds.
Yeah. Well, I have got other versions of it, so it might just be I picked the wrong version. June says, morning, Mikey, Tiff, and John. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. June says, not jumpy at all for me either, Mikey. Yeah. Interesting. Because it was jumpy on my phone, which is weird. Ian says, 5 seconds to go again. Yeah. Plastic Alchemist Sin, he says, good afternoon, lovely people. Hello, Nuno. We haven't seen you for a while.
Hello.
How is your wonderful self?
I'm going to skip hellos to people because there's still a lot to get through.
Yes. Oh, Wait Rose is in. He says, afternoon, one and all. Hello, Wait Rose.
Hello. These
Jim
clear
says-
parts are very clear. It's very nice.
Jim says, miss a little, miss a lot. Pardon my tardiness.
And before I do anything else,
You.
Oh, we've got a new member. Hello, Patrick. Thank
Hello,
you for joining,
Patrick.
buddy. Thank you for joining the family.
yeah.
That's very kind of you, buddy.
Alrighty. So,
Now you got to find where you're up to, Modders.
Yep. Right, yeah. I'm good.
She's good, isn't she? She's good, isn't she, John?
oh, she's wonderful.
Couldn't have asked for a better Modders.
Well, you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Hobnobs.
See, if we paid with digestives, we wouldn't have had as good a modder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I do like digestives. Not as good as hobnobs, but I do like them.
Graham says, Mikey, the HO229 is fun, but the undercarriage is ungainly. Would look so much better on a stand. I might see if I can persuade Mr. Morris to print me a standoff and just get it put on a stand.
Let's see.
'Cause I think that would look cool. June says, afternoon, Commander Evans. Live stream lunacy tonight. Yes.
Alrighty.
You got to put up with me again for 2 hours. And Wait Rose, of course, obviously, because it's his channel. And I'll have actually had a drink as well. Because I've got, I need to put my beer in the fridge. I could do that after stream. What beer should I have? Should I have Guinness or Newcastle Brown? Jim says, Graham, totally agree. I have model of the 229. Wheels up on a stand gives it a boomerang look. I like it. Is there right? Are there any other musicians in the chat? Right, because these are labeled like A, B, 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 C, B, but they do the second letter in the lower case, and I keep reading it as B flat and C flat and things like that.
And
Yeah.
E diminished.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that too.
Timmy says, hello, host and chat. Looking forward to the bus. Hello, Tim.
Hello, Timbo. Are you home yet, or are you still on the road?
He's still in truck stops taking on prostitutes and things. I'm only joking. I'm joking. He's not.
Well, you
They're
can
not
only
gonna
pick
find-
up so much with the car that he's just bought.
Well, it's okay. You can leave him in the ditches at the side of the road like they do in like Florida and stuff.
Oh, crikey.
I'm only joking. Or joking, Tim doesn't really do that. Tim's a nice person.
Well,
He may have been a puzzle pirate, but he's a nice person. Jim says, "Greetings, Julian, and to all the usual suspects in chat." Hello, Jim. Paul says, "Evening all." And Jim says, "I thought it just occurred to me, the three hosts are a perfect representation of the Honeymooners cast." I fear that's
another
before my
fine
time.
mess you've got us into.
Jim says, "See, I know those expressions, but I just didn't know they were from the Honeymooners." Junior says, "The name Walnut Whip worries me. Why are you whipping your walnuts, and does it sting?" Ew. Ow. Junior says, "I've just read that one."
Oh, no.
Tim says, "Mikey as Ralph Cramden, the bus driver, Tiff as Alice, his wife, and last but not least, John Marley as Ed Norton, the close friend and neighbour." Is that by any chance an American spin-off of On the Buses then?
I
Probably.
don't know. It was a as far as I'm aware, it's never been played outside of US, but I think Eddie Murphy talked about it in one of his comedy routines. That's all I know.
It sounds like a spin-off of On the Buses from the 70s. Because you had Reg Varney, who played the bus driver. You had, I can't remember, it was Jack something, who played the bus conductor. And then you had Olive, who was Stan, the bus driver's sister. And you had Arthur, who was his brother-in-law. And you had Blakey, who was the inspector. Ian says, "Oh, a tornado. I bought the Revel Twin Pack last month. Talking of Twin Packs, Jaffa Cakes."
Does it come in double packs today? There you go.
Jim says, 3 orange whips. Patrick says, "Good evening, all." Hello, Patrick.
Going to move right in so people can see what's going on.
You're writing labels.
No, I've finished doing that because I'm not reading the comments. Do you want me to read for a bit?
It's up to you, buddy. Go for it.
Yeah, I'll read for a bit.
I know you like it.
I'm just trying to help you. Bob says,
know,
"I'm afraid the custard was instant." Paul Price says, Blues Brothers reference, Jim.
Yeah, I like Blues Brothers.
Ian says, "Oh, roly poly and custard, drooling."
Yep.
Kaylee's in. She says, "Hi."
Hello, darling.
Hello.
Julianne says, "Bob, being in pain reminds me of starting work one day. Me, on the plus side, only half my body hurts." And the colleague said, "Cool." And he said, "Me, on the minus side, it's a half that I can feel." The colleague said, "Oh." GM's in. On the question of Grace Park, that was true. Joe says, Lydia Ko and Lydia Ko are ranked 3rd and 5th in the world. Great golfers. I love them both. Oh, wow. From different countries. Bob says, "Are they labeling the sprues in hexadecimal?" Well, yeah, no, we're not. Not far off. GM says, "Yes, Grace said thank you." Jim says, "Understand the logic of MiniArt brews, and you're just beginning on the model." Joe says, "In Minji Lee, she must be a golfer as well."
Minji Lee.
Nigel Pickett. Minji Lee? Yeah.
Are you sure you read that right?
Steady. How would you say it?
I don't know, but Minji Lee sounds like saying you're Dirty Lee. Minji.
Yeah. Okay. Nigel's in saying, "Greetings all."
Hey, Nigel.
ACF Nugget.
Hey, Nugget.
Nugget says, "Good morning. Good afternoon all, I should say."
Hey, Nugs.
Waitrose says, "Maria comes into the workshop yesterday and asks why I had 8 of the same kit. I said it's a long story, and she raised her eyes and left shaking her head.
It's a long story that even Gary's not quite caught up with yet.
Wow.
Speaking of which, I still need to
Patrick
message him about who to say.
He's saying he's looking at the new kit you're building. I think he'll have to get one. There's, I think, 3 iterations of it available. 4, really. There's 3 of the Omnibus, 2 with different advertising signs, and 1 as the...
There's 2 of the military one.
Oh, okay, there you go. Yes, there's there's
the birdcage one as well, isn't there?
Yeah. So the boarded up windows used as military transport in France, and there's one as a pigeon roost.
Yes.
And there's one as an open tray coal truck as well, which I'm looking at, kit 38027. That number again, 38027. ACF Nugget says, I'm glad to say that for once I'm on holiday and can watch live.
Ooh, nice.
Ooh, where you want
with
to
us.
Julian says, Gary, I just had an idea. Words usually resulting in, oh shit. Maybe include a strand bees to the winner of Nick's mystery box kit.
That's sort of the idea.
Waitrose says, Omnibus is Latin for everyone. Dative cases of omnis, maybe, unless it's ablative, in which case it's by, with, or from everyone. What?
There we go. The more you know.
The more you know. Joe is saying, Mikey, where are you from? Ruthin, North Wales? Saw a golf video of a club there. Beautiful place.
Rithin's not far from us, actually.
Oh, Rithin, is it?
Yeah, Rithin. It's about...
So you transpose the I and the U. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no. A U in Welsh is I.
Yeah, keep digging, mate. Keep
Rithin.
digging.
If it was a Y, it'd be Ruthin.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it's not far. It's about 10, 15 miles away.
Well, that's a long golf swing.
Yeah.
Aaronville says, hello all.
Hey, Aaronville.
Nugget says, chocolate hobnobs are literally my kryptonite. A packet is not safe with me around. Lol.
That's why we use them to pay modders. It keeps her in check. The threat of removing her payments keeps her in check.
Yeah.
Aaronville, but
says, have a real ale. I'm afraid not. I'm having a Smithy's bitter, which is apparently, what does it say? 100% Australian made, full strength, full flavour, born from legend, or it might be legend. I don't know. It depends how Australians pronounce.
I like real ale and cask ales and stuff. Problem is trying to find them around here in bottles. Sometimes I get one called Effie's. Oh, I've got Leffie's as well.
Ian said he bought a MiniArt P47 Thunderbolt. He opened the box lid, picked up all the sprue bags, swore it all apart, and put it all back in the box. Can't remember where he hid the box. Maybe one day I'll find it. I've built a number of them. I've enjoyed every one.
First time I've built one.
Paul Tank is in saying, Daphne here. Paul was taken to emergency Saturday 2 a.m.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear.
What?
Are you two playing tag team? Oh,
What's
dear.
happened, Daphne? Is he all right? Obviously not, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Aaronville, what models are you making today?
More importantly, thanks for letting us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Send him
Much
our
appreciated.
card.
So we're doing a B Type London Omnibus. B Type is in, that one of them.
Yes.
Well, more like one of them.
And before you ask, Aaronville, no, we're not doing it in a diorama. We may put it on a base, but
I think it'll be on a cobblestone base.
Yeah.
Because why not?
Does that mean I've got to buy a cobblestone base as well now?
No, just make it.
Yeah, just make it. You should be better at modelling.
Shush your face.
You do what you want to do.
You shush your face, boy.
Shushums.
Get on with your job.
GM says, yeah, B flat.
Yeah.
Julian says, "Oh hell, 4 hours of Mikey in one day. I wonder if I can get my GP to give me a sick note." Well,
No, they're not allowed to do it in England. Oh, you're not in England. You're in a heathen country.
Ian says, "Oh no, hope Paul will be okay, Daphne. Sending hugs, as are we
Yes.
all." Bob says, "A honeymooners was also mentioned in Undercover Blues. Got a feeling they predate on the buses." Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it was certainly black and white. So yeah, probably a good
So
15
it was
years.
on the buses, though. So who knows?
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Originally, it was. Yeah.
I'll get you, Butler. It's the last thing I do.
Yeah.
TVG's in saying hi, everyone.
Hey, TBG.
Jim says, "Sounds like your 70s TV series was inspired by The Honeymooners. The American show dates back to the early 50s, or as you would say, 50s.
Oh, is that the one with that fat guy that they're always taking the mickey out of on Family Guy?
Well, I think it's
He's
like,
always slapping his missus about and things.
yeah, like, one of these days, power right in the kisser, things you can't say to women these days.
Yeah, and why would you want to say them to you?
Exactly right.
No.
Well, it was hilarious in the 50s.
I don't find domestic violence hilarious.
No, of course, none of us do.
Having been subject of it.
Yeah, it was a different time. Moving on.
Yes.
Nugget says, "TVG Model Works. Hello." He's waving a nitrile gloved hand. Tobolgo says, "Hi, Nugget."
Hey.
Julian says, "Just looked up The Honeymooners, Mikey. Seems it was a combo of On the Buses, Terry and June, and Abbott and Costello."
Ah.
Fair enough. Oh, no. Daphne here says, "Paul was taken to emergency
Ooh,
emergency
Kay's
room
got
on
that. That's painful.
Saturday 3 a.m. Diverticulitis.
Diverticulitis.
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's basically where you've got little bits of skin that have swollen up inside the intestines and they've started bleeding.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Worst case, well, one of the worst case scenarios is having to have some of his intestines removed.
Yeah.
Depending on how bad it is, because my uncle's got it.
Yeah.
And he's been in hospital a few times.
It's basically where the blood vessels have forced the skin to like bubble, form into a bubble sort of thing. But it happens in the bowel and in the intestines. And it can be really, really painful and cause blockage of the bowel and everything.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Well, all the best, and to both of you, in fact, of course, from everybody here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let us know how he gets on, Daphne.
Please. GM says, "Mikey, they're Korean golfers, we know." Well, they're Korean golfers.
Ooh. Right.
Jim says, "Sorry to hear about Paul. I hope he picks up soon."
Yeah.
Bob says, "eBay just sent a flyer offering more strand beasts. Tempting."
No.
No. The words no. Walk away. Walk away.
Okay, so I need sprue A. Don't need sprue D yet.
You need sprue A. Jim says, "Julian, The Honeymooners was originally a comedy sketch as part of the Jackie Gleason show in the early 50s. The sketch was so popular it was turned into a spin-off TV show. It's like bloody everything these days." Starting with Joni and Chachi. Julian says, okay, so the similarities were incidental, Jim. The characters were inspired by people that Gleason lived with growing up in Brooklyn, New York City. Julian says, "Hope Paul gets better quickly, Daphne." Bob says, "B Type. By the time they got to the E Type, Jaguar had taken over."
Most
Nugget says, "Mikey getting a good." Okay.
Alrighty then.
Righto. David says, "Can get triple pack Jaffa cakes from Asda."
Yes, you can.
Oh. Should not have told me that.
Didn't you know that?
No.
Yeah.
I don't tend to look at the sweet snacky bit when I'm doing my online shopping.
They've brought I saw them in Asda's yesterday. The gluten-free version's out as well. So
Okay.
I might try them. I'm not going to have too many, but
No, I try not to look at like the snacky, like the sweet snacky cupboard stuff. I prefer trying to eat more of the savoury stuff.
I tell you what, this fits in the box a lot better once you've taken it out of the packet, doesn't it?
We'll see.
Unlike most kits.
I haven't tried to throw it all back in yet. Graham says, have a good one, guys and gals. Back to the grindstone. Bills to pay.
Yes.
Julian says, Mikey, some model shops sell rollers for cobblestones and other patterns. Might be worth a look. Yeah, there's one down the road from me. In fact, this place, Hobby's Factory down in Orimba, sell them. So I might go down there.
I think I might have one. And I've got some air-dry clay. Who knows?
I might go down to Orimba, going down Orimba way. Orimba way.
Is it in the jungle? The mighty jungle?
The mighty jungle. How'd you know?
Where the koala sleeps tonight. Right. I can actually get on with a bit of modelling now. How wonderful.
David says, yes, my Helen has that as well. It can be very painful. Well, again, all the best. And yes, get better soon, Paul.
Yeah.
Matt Mook says, belated hello, everyone. Best wishes and hope you have a speedy recovery, Paul.
Yeah, there's a message here from Curly for you, Mikey.
Yes. They keep passing me for one, so they keep saying I'm not on them. I'm never happy. Yeah, well, they're lying little shits, aren't they?
Yeah.
Because you've been on it for years.
And Ian says, talking of triple packs, I also bought a triple pack of Jaffas yesterday. So that's 5 packs.
A Jaffa Cake's Ian's version of Strand Beasts.
Why not?
By any chance?
Yeah. Well, actually, at the end
Of the comments.
Oh, my goodness.
Who'd have thought?
50 minutes in.
Wow.
50?
Good work, John.
Oh, my God. 50 minutes.
50.
That's some
50
good
minutes.
teamwork, people.
I haven't stuck anything together yet.
It's all right. I didn't get any of my Ford Model T ambulance done yesterday, and I haven't gotten anything done yet today either.
That's all right. Well, we need you to focus on modding today, obviously.
Yeah. I was trying
John
to
says,
build them and all.
I think the
Oh,
worst
my
idea I saw for a sitcom, the only episode is on YouTube, is Hi, honey, I'm home. It's as bad as it sounds. Oh, God, it does sound awful. Timbo says he's still in Melbourne. He's driving to Canberra tomorrow via the A1, the Hume Highway. And for the UK crowd, that's just a bit more than Southampton to Edinburgh.
Yikes.
Well, it's fine,
Joint?
because it's at least a 2-lane road all the way. So, 110
Still
kilometres
long
an
way.
hour, you'll be fine. Oh, he's used to it. He's Australian.
Yeah. Jim says, Tim, sounds like a quick trip for you and all in Australia. Yes.
I need to file.
Better looking Marley says, drive safe, Timbo. Yes, please do. And Ian says, 8-hour drive in one go, Tim. Yeah, don't do that in one go. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
No, it'll be fine.
So, do you have any facts and information about the Omnibus, John?
I have one of them.
Other than what's on the leaflet.
All right. So I know this engine that we're building, whatever that is the power plant that's in the Whippet, the first kit we built on the channel here.
Is it?
And in fact, they have 2 of these engine in the Whippet, one on the left, one on the right. So each side drives the track on that side.
Yeah, that's interesting. What type of engine is it?
Oh, I could look it up. Do you want me to Google it?
Google it. Go on.
Google it.
Google it, yeah.
Righto.
I shall carry on with the comments. Julian says, John, the synopsis was H living in a New York apartment with his wife. Oh. Tim
Okay.
says, yeah, anything under 10 hours is just up the road. Kaylee says, that's gone so quick. It has. Jim says, hopes for Tim are that the drivers around him drive safely. Yes. And Julian says, drive safely, Tim. And Ian says, laughing at Tim. I had to figure out what he was saying then.
All right, so
That's
the
a good roll.
Whippet. So in the Whippet, yeah. Sorry, I'll grab a Whippet. I'll show you.
Tim says, thanks all. I'll update on the next stream. Yes, hopefully. If you don't, we know it's gone wrong. I just realised it.
Halfway across the garage, and I thought I should have said, I'll whip it out. But, oh, my God, missed opportunity, hey? Right. So the engine cover is symmetrical, one side and the other. So, yeah. I've just broken the tracks. Remember the old sort of string method on the track set?
Yes.
It was stuck to the base, so I'll need to repair my tracks, but I could do that off screen. It'd be fine. So, yeah.
I need to dust mine.
The Whippet had engine 2 times Tyler, Tylor, twin 4-cylinder side valve, JB4 petrol engines, and they're both 45 horsepower or 33 kilowatts.
Cool.
So there you go.
Is that BA? Yes, it is. Julian says, technically, London is just up the road from me, although the road in question is the M4. Ian says, bon voyage, Tim. Matt says, if I was to drive 10 hours in any direction, I would need a boat at some point. Yeah. TBG says, Mikey asks the Marleypedia? Yes. Julian says, laugh out loud, Matt. Ditto. GM says, midweek driving is okay. It's the Monday morning and Friday and Sunday afternoons that idiots are out and about. Yes.
That's true. But, you know.
Idiots are out and about every day.
Yes. The only difference is the age, generally.
That's all good. He's driving to Canberra. Now, where people start speeding is, like, if you're driving up from the Hume from Melbourne to Sydney, where people join from the road from Canberra to join you on the Hume heading to Sydney is where people start speeding and driving like idiots. But Tim grew up for a number of years in Canberra, so he's not only used to it, he was one of them. So he'll be fine.
Yeah, I worked out last night, right? You know, when because
you don't work out.
I did a thing last night, right?
Oh.
I worked out a schedule for the next 9 months of programming on this channel.
Yeah. So,
right?
BC. I'm on BC. Where's BC?
Right.
There we are.
Ooh,
So, yeah, after the live stream yesterday, as Mikey put on his post earlier on, we spent another 2 hours off live screen just continuing to chat about what we plan to build in the next few months and stuff. And literally the whole 2 hours, apart from maybe about 5 minutes, was talking about what to build. It was pretty amazing.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
It's great.
But yeah, so we planned out the builds for the next 9 months, plus 12 potential group builds and additional builds and stuff. But I realised my 10th wedding anniversary this year is on Monday panel.
Oh, well, it's no Monday panel.
Well, I may have to sweet talk Kaylee. I might say to her, if you let me do the live stream, I'll take you for a meal or something. To McDonald's or something like that.
McDonald's?
Yeah.
Oh, pulling all the punches.
Or I might even go all out and go KFC. if she's a really good girl. Oh. We like going out for a meal now and again. We haven't done it for ages, and then a couple months ago, before she got ill again, we went to Chiquitos. And it was nice because it was in the afternoon, so it was nice and quiet and everything.
BA. BA. Where's BA? This is going to take...
And I don't like missing live streams.
EA.
And she knows it as well. June says, afternoon TBG. Sure, I might have to use a fresh pot of glue on this one. TBG says, hi, Julian. Jim says, what you plan to build for the next few months will be this MiniArt kit. Well, this is just a Tuesday build.
Julian says, I was about to say that, Tiff. My dad told me at all times to drive at all times, as if every other road user was about to do something monumentally stupid.
Yes. Our motorbike said, when you ride your motorbike, ride as if everyone's trying to kill you.
Yeah. Well, it's like I said to my kids, when you're driving, just pretend you're driving around Melbourne and you'll be defensive at all times.
Yes. As John said to his kids, you're not mine.
What?
Just to make them cry. Because they were only 10 years old when he said it.
Jim says, Julian, a wise policy.
Yes. I'm just starting a juicy rumour there. Don't worry.
Nugget says, 10 years of marriage, you get less for moida.
You do in this country.
Yeah.
Jim says, at Nugget, ha 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 ha. Well, that's me paraphrasing. Bob says, KFC, 6 years behind the fryer here. Oh, really? Get less time for moida. Ian says, when I get offers of McDonald's, I feel like it's a punishment. Rather go BK or KFC. Burger King or KFC. Yeah. We don't have Burger King here anymore. We have Hungry Jack's.
We have Hungry Horse.
Hungry Horse.
Horse, as in the animal.
Oh, like that's better.
No, not a Hungry Horse, John.
Oh.
Only you could come out with something like that. Right.
Oh, it's not my country. That's what she said. Kaylee says nope.
What? Not doing the live stream where you don't want McDonald's?
Take a night off. No one will miss you. Except Kaylee.
Hey!
Jim says, if you think blood is thicker than water, you've never been to Gary, Indiana. Jim says, John, I was at model meeting Saturday before leaving for France. I'll say France instead of France because it sounds better if you don't speak with an Australian accent. Was challenged to get a kit built or near built by the time I returned. I have a Kinetic F16C with me. Have a flyaway kit of models too. A flyaway kit of models? Wow. Well done. I do not. The flyaway kit is all the parts you need to deploy with an Air Force squadron for everything you might need while you're there, so you don't have to call for spares. They never have everything you need, of course. Julian says, that reminds me, Mikey, I remember the government road safety adverts on TV when I was young. Example, think once, think twice, think bike.
Yeah, I remember that.
We had some terrible ones in South Australia. A jingle, I'm a considerate driver. I drive in the left lane. Julian says, that reminds me, Mikey, I remember no, sorry, I read that. Bob says, isn't it odd that marriage license doesn't run out, but all the others do?
True.
That's a good thing. Julian also says, also on the flip side, saying to bike users, if you can't see the vehicle's wing mirrors, they can't see you either.
Yeah.
Or either. or neither.
Or
Jim
neither.
says, question. Has anyone heard from Dieter?
Yes, we heard from him at the top of the show.
Yes.
Ooh, that sounds professional, doesn't it? The top of the show. Ooh.
Ooh.
Don't know what came over me then. I do apologise.
Back to the gutter.
Yeah. Let's get back down where we belong.
Now. Thinking. This.
Shit. Come on. No, that's not how it works. Come on. Get on there.
Ooh.
If all else
Kaylee
fails-
says, we need to spend some time together, but you have live first, honey. I can
Yeah.
honestly take a night off. Like, look after.
Well, this
look
is the thing
after
with live streams
Kaylee,
during the
'cause- Yeah.
day.
It's
So it's
just
not
2 hours, but, I think everyone has their own lives. Take time
Yeah.
for your wonderful wife.
And she is rather wonderful, but I still enjoy doing this.
Duke says, my dad told me to give way to everything bigger than yourself on the road.
See, now
probably-
the law in the UK is different. It's the other way around now. You have to give way to anything more vulnerable than you. Because UK be shit.
Mm-hmm.
Let people just walking out into the road without checking.
Boldly Go says, after mentioning it, wouldn't it be embarrassing if Mikey forgot his wedding anniversary?
Do you know what? I'm the one that usually remembers it. Kaylee.
Very good.
Modders is going to be texting Kaylee now on her anniversary. Don't forget, it's your anniversary today.
Nah. So calendars are for?
Yeah, she doesn't use hers. I use mine.
I use my phone calendar.
Yeah.
I
I've got my phone. I use my phone calendar and I use one on my wall.
Yeah, the one on my wall is from last year.
See, now you've got to update it. It's bad luck if you have the wrong one on.
I didn't get a 2025 calendar.
There we go. Right. BA33.
Julian says, sorry,
No,
Jim
Jim-
says at Julian, that slogan, if you can't see my mirrors, I can't see you, is on the back of most 18-wheelers as a warning not to tailgate. Yep.
People are
Julian
idiots.
says, Mikey, professional means paid to break stuff. Amateurs do it for free.
I get paid to break stuff. John puts everything on backwards.
It's not everything. I've got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces together, all correct so far.
Do you like how I got you to tell Malcolm on air about how your decal experiment the other day?
Twice. You had to do it
Yeah.
twice before he picked up on it.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I did. A18. Oh, Julian says, I forgot those bumper stickers, Jim. Where's 18? And Ian says, oh my God, I've had a few people just step off the curb without even turning their heads.
It's ever since they brought in the new laws about 2 years ago. They don't even bother looking now.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Why would
Because
you do
they
that?
just assume, instead of crossing at crosses now,
Duke
just
says
walk
it
out
was his
the road.
mum's and dad's 63rd wedding anniversary yesterday. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Congratulations to them.
yeah, that's why.
8. Oh, Ian says, since the law changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People are
Bob
stupid.
says, I thought colanders were for getting water out of salad veg.
Ha 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 ha. Sorry.
And Duke says, Dad said the only reason they lasted so long is that half of nothing is still nothing.
True.
Is A18. Alrighty, so I need to
Okay.
trim that. So apparently this engine block, looking at the instructions, once it's all together, we painted, well, most things are, like, I think
Casting.
some of the accoutrements are black, but most of it will be gunmetal.
Well, they were the engine blocks were cast iron, weren't they?
3.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be. Oh, no, it does say black. Or is that 3? 2. God, where does it say to paint the block? Oh, no. Yeah, 1. Yeah, no, it's all, sorry, aluminium.
Just fallen in the hole. 2 seconds.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay, so block aluminium, what looks like probably inlet pipes would be gunmetal. Other hoses and whatnot, black. So yeah, just a mix of
it's step.
mechanical colours.
Yeah, step 2 is pretty much what color it tells you to paint them. I have the instructions up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, step 1, there's a 1 in the corner. So the block is 1, which is aluminium. I have to step away for a second. Blow my schnoz. Just give me a mo.
Okay.
There we go. I'm back. Dear me. Right. She was trying to take her sewing machine upstairs and her leg went from under her. Bless her.
Oh, bless her.
Jim says, Jim, have the same warnings on trucks in Australia. D-heads still crash into the back of trucks. Yes. Julie says, John, keywords so far. How you've assembled everything correctly so far. There's still time. Ian says, I thought they were still looking at the instructions, Julie. Hilarious. All right.
Yeah, John's looking at what colours he needs to paint. Paint bits.
Yeah.
Because I think he's done step 1.
Yeah, I'm still doing step 1. I've got 2 more pieces to put on. John, you know parts Bravo Alpha 3-3 on step 1?
Yes.
Does that go between 3-0 and 2-9? As in, you know, the little runners on it. Do they go in the gap between them, or do they just sit on it?
So that's how I've got mine.
Yeah. It doesn't seem to be quite wide enough. I might have to sand it down a little bit.
Yeah. So I'm finding with this kit so far that if you're not filing the I guess where the sprues join onto the parts, you're going to have a mismatch straight away. So yeah, it just fits in the gap there.
Yeah.
Just on the end. So this is that way.
I should do it. GM says, Ian, kangaroos, wombats and eagles step, jump, fly out from the curbs just at the same time. Yes.
They do.
As John well knows, for he is known as the Wallaby Whacker.
The Wallaby Whacker.
Aaronville says, my dad said, before he passed, since mobile phones, now everyone is looking down. At a bus stop, he pointed out their shadows in the sun. Look, they're all now looking down, praying to the mobile phones. Yes. Mm-hmm. Very true. Very true. It's very worrying. I noticed that because I sat when we were coming out of the bloody retail park in Chester yesterday, and there's about a dozen people walking around the junction, and they were all just walking around. They didn't even look up from their phones. They just walked across the road and across the junction. Except from one woman who was in the middle of a run, and she stopped in the middle of the road, shoved her hand down her bra, and pulled out a bloody asthma inhaler. Took it and then shoved it back in her bra. And then walked off.
Not a very sanitary place to put it.
new under your sweaty boobs.
Yeah. And boob sweat is. Ugh.
Yeah, it's all dead skin.
Oh,
isn't it?
Mikey knows.
Yeah, I've seen John's.
Good comeback.
Got you, bastard.
So I ordered a couple of drill sets from Icky Sticky, a local Australian company. I got 0.4 and 0.5 mil little PCB drills. And every time I order from Icky Sticky, they throw in something extra. So what I got today is a rubber Icky Sticky adhering to quality coaster.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Cool.
And a big shout out to Monique at Icky Sticky.
See, if they ship to the UK and it's a reasonable price, I'd buy from them too. But I fear the shipping would be ridiculous. Okay, that's on at least. It's not probably not perfect, but hey. Right. BA34. Modders is falling asleep.
Oh no.
Oh no. No, no,
I'm
no.
falling asleep. I just haven't slept much the last few days.
Do we need to get you a mallet?
That would be helpful.
A mallet?
Okay. We'll get you a mallet, yes.
Yeah.
Hit her over the head and knock her out.
No, I understood. Yeah. It's not that's the first thing I would have sort of reached for.
I don't want to know what you'd reach for. We're talking about modders here.
Yeah. Moving on.
Yes.
Hopefully his first start was sleeping pills.
Yes.
Which
Sure,
they don't
that was it. Yep. Backpedal. 43.
They don't actually give those out in England anymore.
Do they not?
Well, they do, but only if you've got psychiatric problems that they know require them from time to time. They've got to be issued by like a psychiatrist or something. Because Kay has to have them sometimes.
No, there's if you were I can't remember what year it was. If you were prescribed the sleeping pills before this certain date, you get to keep them on your prescription. After that date, they don't prescribe them anymore. They're not allowed.
Yeah.
The best they'll do is give you the strong over the prescription strength antihistamines to make you drowsy.
Yeah, no, they give Kay Zopiclone because they know when she hasn't had her ECT, she can't sleep and she goes manic, which obviously doesn't help things at all. Julian says, Jim, I think the aim of the notice, though, is legal. The sign can be used as defense if that the Egypt should have read it. No notice, and they could get sued. Probably. GM says, have seen new road signs depicting phone zombies. Yeah. I don't understand why I do it. When I'm out of the house, I just leave my phone in my pocket in case I need it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, usually I connect the phone to if I'm going somewhere like Chester where it's it's not just a 5-minute drive, I'll connect my phone to the Bluetooth in the car so that if anyone rings, it doesn't keep vibrating in my pocket and annoying me. But other than that, I just leave it in my pocket and occasionally check it when I get back in the car, and that's it. Bob says Timmy Mallet. No.
Oh, I love that band.
Bob says, can you still get Nitol? The herbal sleeping things. Warning on the box says may cause drowsiness. Yeah.
That's the thing. I am sleepy. I just can't sleep.
Yeah. You need to meditate.
Try that.
Meditation works really well. Stuff like that.
Well, do what my wife does. She lets me put on an episode of Revolutions podcast by Mike Duncan, and she's asleep within 20 seconds. He hates her voice.
I thought she just listened to your monologues.
Yeah. There's that.
Only joking. Only joking.
Yeah.
I'm honest. I love John's 20-minute long monologues on how the left nut screwed to the right instead of the left.
It's true. It's a thing.
Yeah. Especially if you've got Whitworth bolts and things like that.
Oh, yes. So you get it.
Yeah, well, that's because I was a vehicle mechanic. That's literally the only reason we had Imperial and metric spanners in our toolkits. Because British Army vehicles, some of them still had Whitworth bolts on, some had Imperial, and some had metric. And they would all be on the same bloody vehicle.
So there's 2 metric bolts on a J model Herc. It's the earth straps for the HF radios because they're Italian. And, it's the only metric part on the actual aircraft.
Yeah. Julian says, part 1 of 2, there's a mobile phone game advert with a girl demanding a driver get her new tablet because she was looking at it crossing in front of the cars, dropped it. Part 2, it was an advert, obviously, if I recall, what, IRL?
In real life.
Oh, in real life, I'd have told her to F off, yes. GM says, Mikey, some of the people here are saying you need a dedicated comment reader, then you can model on. Well, if one of your lovely, beautiful Korean women would like to do that, it'd be an interesting.
All men, not judgy here.
Well, I'm not really. Full enough, I don't find men attractive. Just saying, I'm not that way inclined. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it. It's just not my cup of tea. Jim says,
"Why do I bother turning up?"
Well, I love you, but I don't fancy you.
Oh, that's different.
I love you as a brother, mate.
Under my finger there's 2 little bits there. These ones.
Under your finger.
The smallest bits so far. These are part 20.
To point out,
these are spark plugs.
Point out, under your finger would be the booklet. That's on top of your finger. You got the wrong side of your finger.
I'm in Australia. It's upside down. Yeah, so that's it. I got to cut them off the sprue when the sprue is larger than the part. So good luck with that. We've got 4 of them spark plugs, and then the tappets that go on the rocket covers. Well,
bearing in mind you have to do that
A43
twice. On each part.
Oh, wait,
what could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. There are also 2 different types of spark plug, each on opposite corners.
Yes.
Sorry, I've got the instructions here just in case.
Thank you, modders. Jim says, probably so, Julian. Either way, it shows why auto insurance rates are so high. A lot of people don't practice common sense whilst driving. True. Especially in car parks when people drive in forwards into the parking spaces. Why do that? It makes no sense. If you drive it, if you reverse in, then when you go to pull out, you can see the road ahead. You can see what's around you. And if everyone reverses in, you can see right up the road, right up to the other end of the car park, because you can see over the bonnets. If people are driving forwards, you can't see past the back end of the cars.
Mm-hmm.
Idiots. Sorry.
This rant was brought to you by Mikey.
Yes.
Duke says, I woke a patient from sleep studies the other morning and he spent the whole time on the phone as I was taking the leads off his head. Crikey, wow. Matt Mook says, mindfulness is good, but you need to practice it to get to work. You practice it. Practice at it.
To get it to work.
You need to practice at it to get to work. Thank you. Game changer was, you reading that. Thank you.
That's all right.
Ian says,
I bet he never spoke a word to Duke, ignorant generation. Yes. Julian says, Jim, also the car insurance definition of postcode, zip code, is a lot bigger than the post office definition. Yes. Jim says, hang on, just counting raising hands here. All retracted the hands down. Laugh out loud. I thought as much. Julian says, I was told once that my car insurance premium was high because I live in a high crime area. I pointed out I'd lived here over 30 years and couldn't count car crimes on one hand. Yeah. Okay. So,
I'm going to go get another cup of tea.
okay. So, this bit here.
This wee bit here.
This bit here. Do you know what? I think this is going to look beautiful when it's done.
Well, I think to have the passengers on board,
Yeah.
you're going to have the engine covers closed to make any sense. So we're not going to see any of what we're doing.
Unless it's broken down.
But they wouldn't be on the bus patiently waiting. They'd be complaining and marching with
These are
pitchforks down the
British people.
street.
These are
Oh,
British
yeah.
people. We queue up.
Yeah.
Don't you worry about that. Right. Have you noticed on parts when you're putting A18 onto the bottom, when you're putting the sump on?
It doesn't fit?
Well, it's not that it doesn't fit. It just seems unnecessarily large, doesn't it? It doesn't slot in.
Yeah. It's like a tray to keep all the oil somewhere near the engine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It may spurt out of somewhere, so we'll just fill the whole engine bay with a sump.
A catch-all.
Yeah. Just have one giant sump for the whole engine compartment. Yeah.
Oh, I've just found we're not putting them on yet, but these little tiny, these are wing nuts. There's 2 of them on each sprue. Oh my god.
Julian says, turned out they included 2 neighbouring areas with high car crime. Jim says, very true, Julian. My insurance dropped when I moved away from the city to the quiet town of Oswego, Illinois. There you go. Yeah, in our town, me and my mum live about a mile away from each other, but the car insurance on her street is a lot more than on our street because of the crime and stuff.
Wow.
I'm going to
At
live
least
a
there's
mile
parking because she's hardened criminal.
Well, I have a driveway, so I don't need to worry about that. Jim says, very true, Julian. My insurance. I've just read that one, you stupid boy. Jim says, it's a man's life in Oswego, Illinois. Jim says, so mumbling about it being a heathen land of bad dragons. Yes, South Wales is full of heathens, and they need to come. They need to learn about God, but they never will because they're heathens and they follow Julian. Gary Stuff says, just for new travel insurance, because of age, health issues, and words like cruise and USA, it came in at £2,000. Wow. See, it's just not worth. If you went on holiday in the UK, not only would you put money into the UK economy, you would also have a wonderful time. And it would cost you a lot less. Julie says, ouch, that's bloody high, Gary. Yes.
That's double that for Australian currency. Yes, that's a lot of money.
Yeah. About 4 million in Australian, isn't it?
About that, yes.
About 4 times your house price.
ED 19 and ED 18. Which one's ED? Let's find this sprue. Oh,
hello,
Modest.
Yeah, I'm back. My kettle takes forever to boil. I need a new one.
I know mine takes exactly 3 minutes. I don't think we're going to be able to do 4 stages every show, do you?
No, not at this stage. We haven't even got the engine block together yet.
No.
I'm at the top half of page 1.
Yeah, same here.
Working on an engine that we probably won't see when it's done, but as you say, it's gonna look good because they are very lovely kits.
A option to have half of the bonnet open.
Yes.
Well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have half the bonnet open because if I do a nice job on the engine, I don't want to hide it. I want to be able to see it and go, I'm not a shit modeler. I can actually make models. Ooh, there we
Ah, right.
go.
Where were we at, Mikey? Because I know you did a couple of comments whilst I was in the kitchen.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. I think that sits back slightly from the edge of the sun. We were at there.
Cool.
Jim, Gary, Indiana, home of the Osmonds.
Oh, is it? I didn't know that.
Osmonds, are they the family of singers? Yeah.
Yes.
No? Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a little
They're
bit country
Mormons.
and a little bit rock and roll.
Yes. They're the Mormons, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Yes.
Yes, because they come. One of them lives by us, and he comes to our church. Because he moved to the UK a few years ago. Whitrose says already done a cruise on the Llangollen Canal, so got to do the Mississippi instead. Mate, I wish I'd known you back then. I'd have come and had a beer with you, because I'm not far from Llangollen. Not yet, baby. GM says, they want you, Mikey. They meant you. Me? What did he mean, me? You want me to be a comment reader? I read comments anyway. That's just insanity. Jim says, Joe, the Jacksons grew up in Gary, Indiana. The joke goes back to when US Steel had mills in the area. I heard it on Laugh In from the 1960s. Wow. See, if I come out with a comment like that, my daughter would go, can you remember that far back? That's one of her favourite phrases at the minute.
Mm.
Just pointing out that I'm old. So I point out she's only 17 years behind me.
We're all aging at the same rate. It's just the start time was different.
Yes. June says, Mikey, I assure you, nobody's praying to me, probably due to the fact that the average deity is not a disabled short ass and the attention span shorter than the average fruit fly. Good man, Julian. Jim says, Mormons are based in Utah. Yes, well, kind of. At Salt Lake Temple.
Temple is.
Yeah. Salt Lake Temple is. But they're all over the place, all over the world.
Oh, yeah.
We've got 2 temples in the UK.
Yeah. But we had elders and sisters from Australia.
Sorry.
Where else? Oh, we had loads of them.
Yeah, we did. I think the last ones we had were one from Utah and one from somewhere up in the northern states. I don't remember.
Yeah.
But we don't hear off them for ages, right? And then, like a year or 2 later, they'll knock on the door and it'll be 2 like young female missionaries.
Yeah.
I was like, why is it always? Because there's always female missionaries and male missionaries in every ward.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And it's always the young women that get sent to us.
Hmm.
I don't know why. Whether it's because I don't even think it's because of Kaylee, but I don't know. It's very strange. Jim says Mormons are based in Utah. Yep. Waitrose says nice canal over a viaduct I can't pronounce. Ponticilius. Yeah, that's the one people keep chucking themselves off because they got the psychiatric hospital in Wrexham, which isn't far away, and they sort of, if the police don't find them in time, they go down to the viaduct and chuck themselves off it because there's no handrails.
Wrexham, how ironic.
Yes, it's also where what's his face Ryan Reynolds owns a football team.
Oh, yeah, it is too. Okay.
Yeah, there's a TV show about it.
Apparently it's good.
Yeah, I don't know. Having been around Wrexham a lot of times, I don't need to watch a TV show about a load of spice heads falling asleep in the bus stop and things.
How
Thank you, darling.
interesting.
Yes. My darling wife is just brought me a
Southern
cup of
Wales
coffee.
is sounding really good to me right now.
Well, Wrexham is a shithole. It's
Okay.
a city. So, yeah, it's a shithole. The rest of Wales is lovely. Well, the rest of North Wales, anyway. South Wales is full of heathens.
Heathens.
GM says, no, you're also in the land of heathens. That flag behind you declares that. No. The land of the heathens is South Wales, not North Wales. North Wales is God's country.
What about the
Even
improved version of
Julian
South
agrees.
Wales? As in the new South Wales?
I don't know. I couldn't possibly comment on that.
Yeah. Well, I can, but I'm originally Victorian, so I've got things to say.
But
Most of them are
Victorian, is that
disparaging
old?
about. Yeah.
I didn't realise you were that old.
What?
You said you're Victorian.
I see what you mean.
Penny finally dropped, did it, John? Oh my god. This is so tiny.
That's what she said.
Oh, modders, that burns.
That's what he said.
The fact that I said, oh, modders, that burns, doesn't, that doesn't sit
I
right.
don't know. No idea what I'm
Oh,
talking
modders,
about.
that burns. That's what he said. Who have you been talking to that says that modders burns?
Neither confirm nor deny. Okay, so I'm finding these
Are we making you brush that, modders?
No.
Damn it. Must try harder. That's what she said.
Takes a lot to make me blush.
Yes, we noticed. Jim says, John's a Mexican south of the border.
Yeah.
John's in the deep south. It's
It's
raining again. Yay.
Oh,
As a Welshman, I'm never happier than when it rains because I feel at home then.
Well, you know nothing else either.
Well, I didn't like it the last 2 weeks. We had sunshine.
What?
Yes, it's been like over 30 degrees.
Well, it is summer.
no.
It's weird, in literally less than 48 hours, it's gone from 31 degrees down to 13 in less than 48 hours.
Yeah.
Right. So what I'm finding is these push rods, they line up with little bits on the engine block. Let's see. I'll see if I could show you that. So the cylinder head goes there, and you've got these two sort of rockers.
Yes.
That go from the right. What I'm finding is
Maybe the valve, maybe.
valve stems.
Yeah.
They need to be recessed there, I think, to be able to line up there properly. So I'm finding, I think I need to drill out the cylinder head slightly.
Okay.
The recess for the rocker.
Or trim it down a little bit.
Well,
It looks like they're retaining bolts, actually.
No, I reckon that. If I look at it, I reckon they're the valve. I reckon they're the valve stems. Oh, not valve stems. They're the rocker arms.
Yeah. But if you look, it makes sense that they're retaining bolts because they're on the outside and there's 4 of them in a square. Anyway, Jim says, GM, I've heard that amongst Australians, anything south of Queensland is considered south of the border.
Well, certainly Victorians, yeah, literally called Mexicans, have been for decades because it's south of the border. It's all gone quiet.
Yes.
Bob says if it's a side valve, there are no rocker arms. If it's a side valve, yeah. What did it say in the description on Wikipedia?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. Twin 4-cylinder side valve, JB for petrol engines. Okay, so all right. So instead of going to the whippet Wikipedia page. I thought I might look up the LGOC Wikipedia page to see if it is the same engine. Funny, it doesn't actually mention it. All right, so just an overview. The B Type Omnibus was designed by Frank Searle, who's chief engineer of the LGOC, the London General Omnibus Company. Had a wooden frame, steel wheels, a worm drive, and chain gearbox. Top speed was 16 miles per hour or 26 kilometres an hour, which is above the legal speed limit at the time of 12 miles an hour or 19 kilometres. However, the vehicle could reach 30 to 35 kilometres an hour or miles per hour under the right conditions, which is like downhill. No one on board, no driver. Doesn't mention the engine on the Wikipedia page of that. Yeah. GM says, Jim, it gets better. Queenslanders bend bananas, the banana benders. South Australians eat crows, the crow eaters. Perthians are the sand gropers. This is all factually correct. Julian says, Teddy bye, folks, lunchtime here. Gary Markham says, Tasmanians, well, we'll leave that one alone. But I won't. Tasmanians have two heads because they're all sort of like, related to each other and inbred.
Dude.
So, Ron and I, when we got married, we had our honeymoon in Tasmania. So we bought two-headed teddy bear. That's in the house. I can grab it, but I'm sure you know what it looks like.
ED. Where the hell is the ED? Jim says Tasmanians will leave that alone. Jim says, question, am I in the YouTube doghouse because of my Mormon/Amish comments? I didn't see an Amish one, but no?
No, because it was up for review and I didn't see it because I'm concentrating on the...
Come on, Julian. That's your job today. Oh, Julian's gone for his dinner, hasn't he?
Yeah, but it was before that.
Ah.
It was... after Gary had said that you're also in the land of the heathens, Mikey.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Jim says, if so, it's good to be back in. Haven't been there for a while.
Welcome.
No, it was just because you'd said it just says Mormons and Amish both being pains in the ass all across the US and elsewhere.
Yeah.
It was because you used the word ass. It was held for review.
There you go. Yeah. I wouldn't say they're pain in the backside. It's just, they are what they are. They're generally very nice people.
Mm.
Just a bit preachy. Bob says, yay! Finished the hatches on Panzer Kampfwagen 2 turret and upper hull. Only problem is, where does part 30 go? Probably on the Strand Beast that you're probably going to glue to it. You could make a diorama with some German soldiers operating a Strand Beast or something.
Here we go.
Tim says, QLD is God's country. There's a massive pub near home called the Banana Bender Pub.
Yeah.
Yeah, Queensland.
We have lots of pubs. June says, Kara here, so I missed the comment. Was held. Sorry. No problems, buddy.
Oh, the window's picking up here. I'm not liking it.
Hey, at least it's cool in the air, Dan.
It's not. It's still 17 degrees.
Terrible.
Bob says, RTFM parts 30 and 35 are spare. Cool. Jim says, ass? Really? Wow. Gotta remember that one. Yeah. It's quite strict.
YouTube.
Yes.
God damn it. I just got a notification that the tattoo shop I go to are doing a raffle to win a full day's sitting worth £500.
Ooh,
£20 a ticket.
that's not bad.
No, it basically pays for the full day.
Yeah.
20 tickets. £20
It
a
does
ticket.
if you sell enough tickets anyway. If
Well,
only
there's
one
only-
person buys it, they're doing a 500 quid sitting for 20 quid.
But he's fully booked up until the end of October. So he does pretty good for bookings and stuff.
Yeah.
He actually gets people coming over from other countries to get tattooed by him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jim says the wind is picking up here too, Tiff. I've had a big bowl of bran cereal last night. Tim says, gonna head to bed and rest for tomorrow. Great stream, guys. Can't wait to see the bus come to life. Yeah. It's gonna
cheers,
be good.
Jimbo.
Yeah.
Sleep well, drive easy. Ian says, night, Tim.
It'd be better to sleep easy, drive well, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. I mean, I'd be more concerned about Duke watching him through the window, but because we know he does. Okay, right. Get those in there like that. Oh my word. Right. I think I need to swig my coffee before I try and do these bits. Right.
Ooh, 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
God, so quick, eh?
To be fair, but though, almost an hour was comments.
Yeah.
And you guys labeling sprues.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah.
ED19. Oh, shit. Oh, ED18 and 19. Right. GM says, the lounge room is full of giggling people. Haven't had to write a single subtitle. Ah, relaxed. We have small ambitions on this channel, but if we can make people laugh, then that's what matters. Right. Okay. So, Echo Delta 19. Let's go for that one. This may go hideously wrong. Or not. Right. So that one goes in there. Just like that. Shit, too much. I'd love to see some of these big rooms full of people watching us. That'd be fun. Still struggling to see why they would want to watch us, but yeah. Another one, Echo Delta 19. Or Echo Delta 19. Come on. There we go. I think I need some new snips. These ones are getting a bit blunt. Joe says, better call the septic tank people, Jim. Gino says, hello, how are we all doing with our new bills? Fiddly, buddy.
Yeah.
Very fiddly.
But it's fun. So, what do you reckon, John? Off camera, how much do you reckon we do? Between this build and that?
So I've put one cylinder head on. I'll put the other one on. That will complete step 2. Looking at 3. No, I reckon, yeah, the end of step 2. It depends where you are.
I'm on the first half of step 2.
Yeah. So once I think And that's
my
pretty,
God, my hands are shaky.
keep it where it is. So, so this is step 2. People putting the cylinder heads, the cylinders onto the engine block. Step 3 then is starting to fit some exhaust pipes, I would say, an inlet manifold. And then step 4 is fitting the spark plug leads. 5 would be the clutch. Oh no, that's part of 4. But yeah, I reckon if we finish step 2, and then next week we'd put the wires on the clutch mechanism on, and whatever part 6 is. I don't even know where that goes.
I don't think part 6 is used until a bit later. Let me just check.
It's a transfer box, so no, it won't be used till later.
Yeah.
Right, is it a transfer box? But actually, it could be. I'm not sure. But so basically, if we finish up to the end of step 2 or 3 on this one, ready for next week, and then next week do 4 to 6.
Yeah. So just looking here, I've scrolled through a little bit. Step 6, what you build in step 6, isn't used until step 26.
There we go.
There we go.
What the hell? Why is this not cutting through?
So I think by the end of the next 4 hours, of the next 2 hours, the next session, we'd probably finish maybe the first page of 28 or something, 26.
I just figured out why my cutters aren't cutting.
Yeah.
The little adjuster screw was wound right out.
Oh.
Because it's loose. That's not helpful.
No.
There we go. Speaking of which, we have a few more comments. Bob says, no more exertion for me today. Got to fix compressor regulator before spraying it and tried to finish dismantling airbrush holder manifold. Yes, it's very elaborate, that mechanism. Jim says, manager's wife, Akiko, says, you're all very funny. She punched my arm and pointed a finger at me, then laughed. Hello, Akiko. Bob says, how many pairs of cutters would you like?
The thing is, he wrote that before you realised your cutters weren't working properly.
Yeah. Bless him, he's good. David says, been putting mud on whippet chutes and exhaust on the 124 Spitfire. Ooh.
Oh.
Lovely. Ian says, laughing at Bob. Just bobbing along. Jim says, MiniArt, the model kits that keep on going and going and going. Well, this is the thing I was worried about, right? Because when I was planning out the schedule last night, I'm worried that we're going to end up with a series that's way too long to keep people's interest.
I disagree. I think this is an interesting build. There's lots of colour. There's lots of variety and all that sort of stuff. It's not like just putting it all together and then painting it in one hit. You've got to do stuff in sub-stages and build it up gradually. Like you get the chassis together, but it itself would be different colours and all that stuff. I think it'd be quite interesting. Certainly colourful.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely going to be colourful, isn't it? I don't know whether I want to do mine red. I don't know whether to do it green.
Do whatever you like. It's your model.
But don't forget, you've also got the military version that you will probably be painting green.
True. That's true. Okay, red's a good idea then. Well, it's actually red-brown, isn't it? If you look at the instructions.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
But there is a red-brown, but you do also need red.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, come on. I'm going to have to download some pictures of old Bill. But this is sort of passion project because it's World War One. Old Bill the bus.
Oh, the bus. Okay.
Filthy old man.
I'm going to say.
You filthy old man. God, you're getting as bad as Morris.
I'm sitting here imagining you downloading pictures of old Bill.
That's because you got a filthy mind.
Oh, wow.
Your mother would be ashamed of you. She'd be even more ashamed of the day you joined the Air Force.
Ooh.
Oh, them fighting words. Don't make me come over there. Okay, make me come over there.
Yeah. Come over for Telford, dude. Nugget says, been doing, I'll try and get my words out, been doing a 3,000 piece jigsaw since the stream started. Managed to find 2 pieces that fit together.
See, I always start with the edge pieces. Always build the edge pieces first.
Sound advice, Modders.
And then I have a look at like the different bits. I mean, I've got a Celtic dragonfly one that I did, and that took forever because all the pieces were just either very, very dark blue or black.
Yeah. Jim says, I agree with Mr. Marley. The interest is in the build will maintain, for me anyway. Well, good. I hope so. Because we've got a lot of buildings to do. Jim says, Bobby, send Mikey a full box of cutters. Ha ha ha. If Bob does that, I will end up giving stuff like doing giveaways and stuff at some point. That'd be funny. If people want to sponsor the channel to do giveaways, that's fine. Gino says, what are you working on, Tiff?
My moderating duties.
Yes. It's getting busy now, isn't it?
Yeah, I have not had time to pick up my sprue cutters or my model to build.
We've got 8 minutes left, well, 7 minutes left. So I'm not going to do any more on this until after the stream because they're fiddly bits and I don't want to knock bits off.
Yeah.
Oh, I already have.
I'm not going to bother starting anything anyway because I'm going out after the stream down at Mum's. So at some point when she messages me to tell me she's on her way.
Yes. Gina says, what are you working on, Tiff?
Yeah.
David says, the build is good and the chat is enjoyable as well. I hope so.
Oh, that's nice to hear. Thank you.
Yeah. And Nugget says, I'm doing that. Do you know what? I wonder if there's a book on these buses. I mean, I've got books with photos of these buses. But I mean, you know, like Haynes manual type things. Like you get.
I believe I've seen a Haynes manual of it. But I don't believe they make them anymore. I don't believe they do the subject matters that everyone enjoyed.
Yeah. Because I'd actually be really interested in reading that. I might see if there's a book on it.
Yeah, I think I've seen the cover of one on their website, but
yeah, because I've got the military.
I know somebody had written all the details for a Haynes owner's manual for a English Electric Canberra Lightning.
Yeah,
but when he submitted, they said thanks, but we don't need it anymore because the company's decided not to print them anymore. And he was a bit put out because it would sell well. People are interested in that.
Yeah. Well, they're doing for Tommy and everything, don't they?
I'm not seeing one for the Omnibus.
You're not?
No.
Maybe I'm wrong. What did I say?
I'll see if there's any sort of books on there because I've got a few websites that I go to get my books.
So I went to the National Motor Museum or whatever you call it, where Jaguar is over in the UK, and they've got one there, and it's in beautiful condition.
Yeah.
Well, was the day after Telford or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, here it is. Look at that. There's a quick photo.
There you go.
That's cool.
You could do one of the figures of Paul stood next to it.
Yeah.
That'd be quite fun.
Yeah, and I took a couple of photos because I knew I was going to be building one. I took a couple of detailed photos so I can get colours right and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Ooh.
Nice. Yeah.
Funky.
Yeah. That's probably the one they actually scanned for this, to be honest.
Most likely, yeah.
Because it looks like it's got the same logos and that on. Jim says, I, for one, think modders deserve an increase in compensation. Just dealing with schmuck like me calls for a big increase. Yes, she might get 5 packets of hobnobs instead of 4 this year.
I only got 3 last year.
You only got 3? I thought I got you 4.
No.
Well, okay, you can have 4 instead of 3. Shouldn't have said anything. You could have had 5.
No, it's okay. I've told you, I don't actually need anything for doing this. You guys are my fucking family. Excuse my language. I always help family.
Modders? How rude. You used to be so ladylike. We've corrupted you, John.
Oh, bull.
What? Me? Yeah, all right. Pickle.
GM says, cheers, guys. We need to head off to the concert stadium. See you later. Later, buddy.
Yeah,
thank
it
you
is
for
2 o'clock as well.
Joe says, later all. Later, buddy. And Jim says, the bus looks great. Who's that homeless person in the photo? Right. We've got 3 minutes to go. So if I can see where to switch my camera over. Hey, I'm back.
G'day.
G'day. Right. It's been good.
So each cylinder has 2 spark plugs. I'll put them on before I put on the push rods.
I genuinely don't
knock the spark plugs off. Now they're all still here, but they're so small. I need to put them back on again. The next step is to put wires with crimped connectors onto the spark plug.
Looking at them, I don't think they're pistons. I think they are retaining bolts because I've seen retaining bolts like that on military engines.
Okay.
They still have them. They're just really long bolt, and they're high tensile strength bolts that just clamp the whole cylinder head down.
I reckon if they're side valves, they're the valve stems.
That wouldn't make sense for the zigzag on it, though. That'd make sense for a bolt.
Yeah, but they have springs on them. I don't know. I've not built this before.
And if you look at the top, directly above it, there's a hex head.
There is.
So it's a retaining bolt.
Okay, you win.
There we go.
I don't want to fight anymore.
Paul says, time to get off the bus. Yeah. Right.
So, yeah. So we've not even done 2 steps.
No, it is really complicated, this one. But hopefully, once we've done, because the engine is all the small fiddly bits in it, so hopefully it'll be a bit easier once we get beyond that.
Yeah. It'll be fine. But there's small bits. Like, as I mentioned on the last MiniArt kit I did, which is the Rotodyne. Auto gyro. They wanted me to put PE gaskets on the back of each inlet manifold at the back of the engine that you don't see.
Yes.
I did not do that.
I wouldn't worry about it. Nobody will know.
No. I won't tell anybody on YouTube. They'll never know.
You. Right. Bob says, been viewing the MiniArt site. Engine appears to be twin block side valve with external valve guides. Looking above them, there are caps for removing the valves. Yeah.
He's right.
I'd have to look at photos of the proper engine. The real engine.
He's right. So zooming right in.
If
we turn the camera on.
In a minute, John.
There we go. So he's right. So each of those, like there's, let's focus on that. Yeah. So they're shaped like 2 cylinders in each riser there. So you're right. You're absolutely correct. I am mistaken.
So they are retaining bolts then?
Yes, why not?
Yeah. Awesome. See? Listen to the mechanic.
Yep.
David says, bye, back Thursday. Yes. We're going to do members only live next Wednesday as well.
Oh.
Cool.
So, John, I understand if you're not here for that, or for the first half of it, because obviously you do M4H.
Yeah.
And do Models for Heroes, yeah.
Yeah. Ian says, I'm a fair dodger. I'll still be here after the show. Bob says, not bolts, valve stems.
There you go.
Yeah.
So we're both right. Or maybe we're both wrong and Tiff is right.
Yeah, I'd have to look at the photograph the engine.
I appreciate all the input because all of us are interested in engineering. So yeah, this is good. I'm learning.
Yeah, because they do have hex heads on both ends as well.
They do.
And they have a bolt. If you look on where the zigzag is, they do actually have a nut on there as well in the middle. But who knows? Without looking at the engine, it's hard to tell. Jim says Dorkosaurus mode on high and bile. Cool. Right. We'll see you all on Thursday, 12 o'clock for Big Boy build.
Big Boy?
Yeah.
Yes.
How are we doing the outro, Mikey? Because I don't know.
Okay. Right. Mute me and John Modders, and I will do the rest.